Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Jo. Thanks for joining me again today. So I'm going to create a card today. Again, I'm still playing with my embossing folders, but I've gone back to some darker cardstock. So this is the navy cardstock. This is by Altenew. It is a really nice navy colour. It probably doesn't really show up all that well on the video. It looks a lot lighter, but it's in real life, it's actually quite a deep navy blue. So I'm going to have a play with that, and I'm going to have a play with some Lunar paste and Solar paste, and I thought I would try using them both together. I have picked out my little sentiments already. I have, just to narrow down the choice, because you know that I struggle with sentiments, so I've picked out a few. So let's see how we go. This is the embossing folder that I'm using today. I'm using the Frilly Peonies, or Peonies. I never quite know how you say it. Is it peonies? Is it peonies? Doesn't matter. Probably not. Okay, so that's the folder that we're using anyway. I thought I would try something different from the favourite book engravings. You're probably all sick of seeing that one. Now this little piece of card here I have cut. So this is, let me give you a measurement. 3 3/4 by 5. Just so that it gives a nice border on my card. So there's my card base. So I'm going to have a nice white border on my card. And now I can pick out a piece of the embossing folder that I want to showcase on my card. And that's what I really love about these folders, is that you don't actually have to make a full size 6x6 card. You can just pick out what you like. So I could go this way. Maybe. I could go this way. We could maybe even go landscape, couldn't we? Oh, see, that would be nice too. I think I'm going to go this way. Decisions, hey? Right, I'm going to push this right up against the edge of the folder here, because I also want a little bit of blue just plain around the edge here. So just give me 2 seconds while I run that through my embossing machine. If I can find my plates, I'll be 2 minutes. And this is what we are left with. This is a really nice folder. So now I want to zhuzh this up a little bit with these pastes. So the Lunar paste, what you see is what you get. That really nice bright colour. This colour is called Psych, and I have no idea what Psych means, but Simon Hurley is a hip and happening young fellow, unlike me. He would know what that word means. That's the colour of it. This one here, the Solar paste, this is called Royal Flush, but this is slightly different in that you just kind of get like a shimmery look when you use it on white cardstock. But when we use it on coloured cardstock, it's going to come, this purple colour is going to come out. So let's have a little go. I'm going to try using both of them together today. So the way I like to apply it, you can use your finger. I'm not one for getting dirty fingers. So I found these sponge daubers work really well. And I'm just going to pull a small amount out of the pot. This is probably way too much. Let's see how we go with that. A little bit out of the pot. And I'm just going to load up my dauber. And then I'm just going to dab off a little bit, just so I don't have it all in one spot. Now, round, gentle, circular motions, and you can see I'm barely touching the top of the cardstock. And it doesn't have to all be completely covered as well, because like I said, I am going to try some of the solar paste too. So this colour looks awesome on this navy blue. So with your daubers, when you've finished, it's a good idea just to give them a rinse under the water and let them dry, because they can dry a little bit crusty and stiff. So there's our first layer. Let me show you the shimmer in this. It is really pretty. But now what I want to try is coming back in with some of this solar paste. So let's just clean that off. So because I've only used such a small amount, this dries really quick. If you're putting it through a stencil, it will take a little longer to dry, but this here, this is dry already. It's just because we're using so little of it, but we're good to go. Whoops, what's that there? Whoops. So a little bit now of this solar paste. Again, I probably got too much. That's okay. You can always put some back in the jar, whatever you don't use. And again, I'm getting a clean dauber as well. And I'm loading up again and then just dabbing off. Remembering you can always add colour. And now, where are we going to start? Let's start here. Again, just really lightly touching the top, and you should see this should have a little bit of a purple colour to it. And the purple is coming out more on the navy blue than on the top of the gold. Wow. So you can use this also on white coloured cardstock. You'll find that you will just get a bit of a shimmer. You won't get the full effect of the colour. Oh wow, that looks really cool. Bring that up for you to have a closer look. So can you see the purple in there as well? So let me get rid of that messy mat. Give that a wash off later. And this is probably already dry. If not, it's not far off of being dry. So what I'm going to do now is I've got my card base. This is going to sit on my card, and then I have my sentiments here. Just wondering whether I need some more gold. Let's see how it goes. So now let's audition some sentiments. It's just dry, just a bit tacky. I'll just give it a little longer before I turn it over and add my tape. So we can have happy birthday. Happiest of birthdays. I feel like that's a little bit too long. Miss you. That might be a better place for it, I think. Just hello, maybe even. Or hugs. I feel like this foil is possibly a little bit too yellow for this gold, so I'm going to pop that one aside. That one isn't going to work. Let's get some tape on this first and pop this on the base of our card. Apologies if you are seeing my head. I think we're pretty straight. This actually would have looked nice with a stitched die, rectangle die, but that's okay. What do you think? Do you think we need some more gold? Maybe not. Let's just leave it. Okay, now I need to narrow this down. Just the hello would be okay, probably. This one here is too long, so we can count that one out. Maybe even the happy birthday. This might look all right. Oh, I wish you could tell me which one you think. I think this might be a little bit overpowering. I want this to be the feature, so I think we're going to have to go with a simple sentiment. Hello might be just all that we need. Let's go with that. Okay. Oops, there we go. So these are some sentiments that I have foiled beforehand, and I have them in my little sentiment box. And I've also added, I think, another couple of pieces of cardstock behind this just to give it a little bit more dimension. Whoops. So where are we thinking? I'm thinking about here. I feel like at the bottom it's starting to fall off the card. So I think, let's go with here. I'll just hold that for a couple of seconds. Oops, we're going to need more. We're going to need more glue because we've got some mixed media happening here with pastes and things. So let's see how it's going to attach. Oh gosh, that could also be half the problem. Squeezing, squeezing, and nothing's happening. Don't you hate that? Okay, let's have another go. Glue bottle really doesn't want to play nice today. It could also be these stupid arthritic hands of mine. Let's try the zig. Gosh, this must be painful to watch. I apologize. Right. Right here. Straight. Trying to just use my lines on my mat just to straighten up a little bit. I think that's pretty straight. I'm just going to hold that down for a bit, just for it to grab. Could also put another little sub sentiment underneath, like hello, happy birthday as well, but there you go. So that is the, I'll hold it up just so you can see all the pretty shimmer. So that's the Lunar paste and the solar paste used together on your embossing folders. Thanks for joining me again. Thank you for all your likes and your lovely comments. It really is lovely reading them all. I do try and answer them all. I do my best. Yeah, I really appreciate it. So if you would like to see a bit more, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. See you later.